For me, it's a pleasure to be here, and more than a pleasure, an honor. Today, I'm going to be talking about the foundation for success and rewarding career in industrial engineering. But I'm not going to be speaking as the president of the Latin America region. I'm going to be speaking as a very proud Puerto Rican, proud of my heritage, and proud of the fact that I graduated from El Colegio. People ask me many times, what is an industrial engineer? Particularly my father. He wanted me to be a civil or mechanical engineer. I said, well, engineers make things. We industrial engineers just make things better. That was my definition, and still my definition. Sometimes I'm also confronted with the fact that, well, you guys seem to be jack of all trades. What is it that you do? So I'm going to be answering that question later on in my presentation, and you're going to see why that I see that as an advantage, not as a problem. And of course, we know that our foundation, technical foundation, is very broad. So we have a very broad curriculum that covers the technical engineering areas, some of the management areas, financials, as well as human factors and human behavior sciences. So then I went to what I call the growth years. And I'm just going to touch on two things here very broadly. I started working for Baxter in 1975. And two things really impact my career. The first thing was the major change in the GMP regulation for the pharmaceutical industry. It was just beginning. So in the manufacturing facility that I was working in Puerto Rico, we had to make a major transformation of everything that we were doing. Facilities, process, management systems, mapping, name it. And the second thing that also touched my career in those years was the fact that we started a greenfield operation in a town called Bonito. And I was one of the pioneers building that plant. And we went from 80 employees to 800 employees in 4 years. And I went from being a supervisor in manufacturing to being the general manager of that facility with 1,200 people. And if you can imagine, we had to be involved in many areas of the operation, not only in the technical aspects of manufacturing. So the key lessons that I learned there, among many other things, management of dramatic requirement changes, management of non-technical areas, managing budgets, managing areas that have HR, recruiting people, training. The value of a clear vision and communication to the organization. We had to align all those people, particularly the people who were being incorporated as newcomers to the company that had no clue about the culture of the company. And the value of total employees' commitments. Getting that commitment from the employees, total commitment from the very beginning of a change process is fundamentally critical. My second year there, we used to have like a 2-week shutdown in the summer to do maintenance. That summer, we were having a month-and-a-half shutdown because we were redoing the whole clean room area with HEPA filters. I mean, we were changing the layout, the flow. If you can imagine, it was like stripping the whole plant and rebuilding it. 9/11, 6 o'clock in the morning, California time. I'm in the lab, in the plant, waiting for the employees to come in, together with my management team, welcoming the employees to their new environment and trying to explain to them how we're going to be operating. I mean, the supervisors, the managers have already gone through the exercise. And my HR manager called me and said, Felix, there's something going on in New York. 6 o'clock California, 9 o'clock New York. What's going on? The terrorist attack. This plant was the only manufacturing plant in continental US that was manufacturing, and is still manufacturing, blood bag collection systems. The other one that I was serving the US market is here in Puerto Rico, in Maricao, for Baxter. Used to be part of my previous job. So, from coming back from a shutdown, we had to start working 24/7, 3 shifts, because the demand for blood bag was incredible. I mean, the whole country went in and started donating blood. So the American Red Cross, which was our largest customer at that time, called us and said, we need more products. So this incident was like a catalytic agent to make people understand the importance of that organizational and cultural revolution that we're trying to do.